Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eleni. I am doing today a video on how to study. I have my first exam a week from today in my Intro to Research class, and I'm going to start studying for it today, so I thought, why not show you guys everything that I'm going to do for my exam, how I prepare, how I'm going to study. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so it's about a week from my exam, and I'm going to start studying today because I know I have a lot of other responsibilities. I have my other wax up homework, and I'm going to have my dental anatomy quizzes also next week. So I'm trying to plan ahead and start studying now so that next week when I have all my other things going on, I won't be overwhelmed with everything that I have to do. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my calendar on my computer, and I'm kind of just going to plan out when I'm going to study. So I'll just show you guys right now on my computer. Let me see. It's too bright. So right now on my computer, I have right here that I am going to study for Intro to Research. But if I want to be more specific, I'm going to start from lecture 1. So I'm just going to put lecture 1 research, just so I know what I'm going to be studying at that time. So I gave myself 2 hours to study for that. So I know Saturday I'm not going to be studying because I'm going to be going shopping with my mom and just spending some fun time without studying. Sunday I will probably study in the morning, so I'm going to put in lecture 2, research, and I will give myself about 2 hours for that. And I know I have something else going on Sunday, so I'm just going to give myself that to study on Sunday. Okay, so Monday, I know I'm going to have a dental anatomy quiz, so I will put in time to study for my quiz, and then I'm also going to put in time to study lecture 3. And I'm kind of just gonna keep going with that until I find room for all of my lectures. The exam is on Friday, so I'll probably do lecture 3, lecture 4, lecture 5, and lecture 6, and then review everything again on Thursday. So that's how I'm going to start my studying. Just prepare everything and make sure I have time for everything. I like to use my computer to keep that because sometimes things will change and I like to move around times of when I'm going to study. You can always write it in your paper planner. I just don't put it in my paper planner because sometimes I like to move things around. So now that I have it all planned, I'm going to just start studying, and I'll start with lecture 1, and I have my white paper and I have my pens, and I'm just going to write down all of the key things that I need to know. Hey guys, so it's been about an hour that I've been working on my outline, and I just wanted to show you guys what I have. And this was kind of a short lecture, so I don't really have exactly a page, but I basically just write like all the major points that are from the lecture, and I write definitions, and I try to write them in my own words because then it makes me think, it makes me try to put it so I can understand it. So I like to put it in my own words, and I love using lots of colors and making it pretty because I'm a very visual person, and when things are pretty, it's just more fun. And I also wanted to show you guys, I filled in the rest of my week of what I am going to study. So I'm just going to show you guys how I filled that in. So let me change the brightness again. And so basically I just wrote out like everything that I'm going to study. So like if you're going to do this, make sure that you put in all of your classes and all of your required like meetings or anything first, and then see how much time you have left over, see where those empty spaces are. Always make room for lunch and dinner. And so basically what I did was just leave 2-hour blocks to do my lecture studying. So I have lecture 3 there, lecture 4 and 5, and lecture 6, which I'm gonna make 2 hours. And then I have to review the night before the exam. And I'm also going to review a little bit in the morning since I have time. It's not until 10 o'clock. So, and then I fit in studying for my dental anatomy quizzes as well. So that's basically how I'm going to study and how I planned out my studying. And I will continue to update you guys on how my studying is going throughout next week. I will probably study again on Sunday, so maybe I will show you guys what I do for lecture 2, but it's basically going to be the same thing. Just like writing out notes on a blank piece of paper and studying from that. And that's how I'm going to study for my exam. I've been doing it all throughout my master's program, and it worked really well for me, so that's what I do. Everyone studies differently, so you have to figure out what works for you and just keep using that technique. And yeah, so this is just one way to study. This is how I study. Some people like to do Quizlet, which is like flashcards online, or write on the whiteboard. Sometimes I do like to write on the whiteboard. I don't know if I will for this exam or not. Probably more for like a science intensive exam. I like to write on the whiteboard, but just for this exam, I'm just gonna write out main concepts onto my white sheet of paper and just review my notes and review the slides before the exam, and that's basically all I'm gonna do. So that's it for today. I'm done studying my lecture, so I will see you guys in a few days. Hey guys, it's been a few days since I spoke to you, but I just got back home from school and I am going to study a little bit for my exam on Friday. So I just wanted to check in with you guys and kind of show you what I'm going to be doing today. So Friday I did lecture 1 and I did a sheet of like all the major points and everything. So I'm going to do that now today for lecture 2 and 3. I didn't get time to study that much on the weekend. I just reviewed very quickly through the PowerPoints. I didn't write anything down. So today, right now, I'm going to go through lecture 2 and 3 and write down the major points and major terms from lectures 2 and 3 for my exam that is on Friday in Intro to Research. So yeah. So I just finished my lecture 2 notes, and I'm going to move on to lecture 3, but I just wanted to show you guys quickly what my lecture 2 notes look like. So I basically just wrote main topics and the definitions, and I love using colors because I'm a very visual person, so I just like to make it look pretty with lots of colors because it just makes it more fun to study later as well. So now I'm just gonna move on and study lecture 3 now and just do the same thing, making a page of main topics and terms. So I'm just about done with lecture 3, and I will continue studying tomorrow. That's all I'm going to do for today, just lecture 2 and lecture 3, and I'll continue tomorrow. So basically what I'm doing is just breaking everything up and just studying over a long period of time and doing spaced studying so that it's easier to take in all that information rather than cramming everything in the night before. So I find that this really helps me, and I don't get stressed out. I don't get frantic the night before studying. So it's a really good technique for studying that I love to use, just spacing everything out and studying in a relaxed manner and not too stressed out. So that is how I like to study, and with the pages and bright colors. So I will finish lecture 3. I'm just about done, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow when I continue my studying again. Hey guys, it's the next day. I just got back home from school, so I actually have to finish lecture 3, and then I'm going to go on to do lecture 4, and if I have time I will do lecture 5. Otherwise I'm going to do lecture 5 and 6 tomorrow, so that on Thursday I can just review because the exam is on Friday. So for now I'm going to finish lecture 3 and then move on to lecture 4. Okay, so I just finished lecture 3, and I'm going to move on to do lecture 4 in the same way that I've been doing all the lectures. White piece of paper, and just write down my major topics and terms. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but it's just a lot of the same technique done over and over again, and that seems to work for me. So yeah, I'm gonna work on lecture 4 now. Alright guys, so I finally finished my notes on lecture 4, and I think I'm going to hold off for lecture 5 and 6 for tomorrow. And that's basically all I'm going to do today for my intro to research exam. And like I said before, it's really helpful just to break things up, and you should always try to be flexible. So originally I'd planned to do lectures 4 and 5 today, but ended up being that lecture 3 took me a little bit more time. So yeah, so make sure you're always flexible. Make sure you have, when you're planning out things, make sure you have like a bit of emergency time that you can kind of move into, so that if you do end up going over time with your studying, you can just very easily go into that time and not feel stressed out if you end up running out of time. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow when I study lecture 5 and 6. Hey guys, welcome back. It's the next day and I am in the library right now. I'm finished with classes for today. So I'm going to be studying for my exam again on Friday, Intro to Research. So right now I'm going to study lecture 5, and then I will do lecture 6. And then tomorrow I will review. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on lecture 5. Hey guys, so I just finished lectures 5 and 6, so I will see you guys tomorrow for the final review before my exam on. Hey guys, it's the next day. I just got home from school and I'm going to sit down and study for my exam that's tomorrow. I'm just going to review today, so all I'm going to do is just go over all the notes that I've been writing for the last week. And I think I'm going to go through all of the PowerPoints and just review them all, make sure I'm not missing any information, and then I'll probably just kind of test myself, like go through, cover like a term, and then practice it. Hey guys, so I just finished studying for my exam for tomorrow. I hope that you guys enjoyed studying with me. I hope that you learned something and that you can take something away from this. I truly believe that space studying is the best thing to do if you are trying to learn a lot of material in a short amount of time. So just making sure that you plan out what you're going to study every day and planning about a week in advance before your exam or however long you think you need. Being flexible with it, so if you end up taking more time to study a section, making sure you have some extra time that you can fall back into, and being flexible about it so you're not stressed, you don't procrastinate, you have your schedule, and you're not cramming the night before. So I truly believe this is a great and effective study tip. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks, bye!